or to start achieving that, then obviously starting from the pole position, as over here we will be celebrating with this again amazing Scuderia Red Regina iMac, as we will show you my fastest qualifying time in the qualifying 3 when I hooked up a really good lap. You will see one massive correction, but this is what champions do. Otherwise that lap time could have been even better. And it secured only my second ever the United States Grand Prix pole position here at the Circuit of the Americas, obviously on the outskirts of Austin, Texas. This is also gonna be the 15th pole position over here of this record-breaking 2024 career. So it was absolutely critical, that we stay on the track, right? Because as we can still get 20 pole position. We obviously have already gotten, or very soon we can get 20 fastest laps. Also with 20 victories, 20 podiums could come. So it's all about 20 in this record-breaking 2024 season. And I only need 10 points to secure the title. So now it's really in my hands, right? The previous two racing sessions, so the Singaporean Grand Prix and the United States Sprint, obviously I had to rely on, what the other drivers would do. But now, I can finally, seal the championship. And if we are lucky, it will be a long shot. We could also become a Constructors champion. So as you know, after obviously that amazing sprint, which I won just by 0.3 of a second, due to obviously receiving that penalty, we once again, were greeted by a beautiful weather. We could see, the blue sky over there. So I went out in qualifying 1, and once again, just like in the SQ1 sprint qualifying 1, I did struggle a little bit, had a, bit of a spin, obviously coming on to the back straight, as I was just, too, happy on the throttle, and basically, couldn't do that banker lap in, right? So, I then just set a competitive time of I believe 1:33.4, and that was actually good enough to secure the pole position. So I would then go to the pits, basically put in the same set of tires, because as you know, in a sprint weekend, you do not have so many new sets of the soft tires available. So basically I just went to refuel, kept the same set of the tires, went out, was fine. So qualified there for the qualifying 2, it was significantly better, as we, dipped into, I believe, 1:33.2 and then 1:32.7, secured the pole position, and I started to establish, some good buffer of over half a second over the main challenger, which is another 3-time world champion, soon to be a 4-time world champion in a real life, obviously Max Verstappen over there, who was challenging me. And in qualifying 3, I thought we executed it well. Waited a little bit, put on a fresh set of tires, fresh set of boots. It's absolutely critical over here, especially if you don't have so much of a pace advantage. And I was, very happy, obviously, with the first time of 1:32.8. And now you will see how I almost dipped below quite incredibly, 92 seconds, because I did 1:32.4. But again, it wasn't a perfect lap. So actually, I was surprised just how quick I was able to go, just how much speed there was. I mean, we are flying almost a second. Then we were, when we did the F124 fastest laps, which you can check on this wonderful YouTube channel. So absolutely, amazing speed that I'm unlocking over here, which makes you obviously enjoy the circuit more. I believe, 1:31 was possible, or definitely even low 1:32. So over here, I'm so excited. Obviously, it is such a busy weekend, but it is the weekend that can decide the Drivers' Championship. And with this Ferrari, the SF1000T N1 Formula 1 Racing Simulator, I did a fantastic job. It was a really well executed qualifying session, and I would now love to share it with you. So are you ready to see it? Of course you are. So let's go, as I secured my 15 Grand Prix pole position here of the season. Obviously 18 overall if you count the sprints out of the 23 qualifying sessions that we had. Isn't that amazing? So over here you can see I will be coming out of the final turn, and once again did a fantastic job with the battery. Have well over 2 laps of fuel over there, and let's take a look at it. So over here, okay, we've nicely set it up for you, and what an amazing lap time this really was. So this is exactly what we needed. So let's take a look at it. Okay, yes, we will take it off really nicely. I mean, enjoy the setting. It doesn't get any more beautiful than this, does it? For a true Ferrari fan, yeah, it is absolutely wonderful. Okay, I think, everything is set just perfectly. So let's take a look. So once again, okay, you can see over here, I've done a great job over here. With recharging, all of that battery, preparing the lap over here after I've done a bunker lap of 132.895, right? So, that one would have also been good enough for pole position. But obviously, if we can make it a little bit quicker, then what I'm saying is why not, right? Because you never know what can happen. So, everybody, are you ready for my 15 pole position of the season? Of course you are. Let's go, Jan, come on! Okay, so the lap starts very quickly over here. Great. Braking here. Second gear will help us a bit with drivability, and you can see I'm immediately up. Let's go, Jan, Smalix and champion! And here, these are the Megits and Beckets, the reverse ones. And here I just kept it planted. Look at this, 3 tenths up, wow! And look at this, wow! Champion! Purple! What a champion! Wow, I just saved the car there. That was amazing. And same thing happened in a sprint qualifying, didn't it? Here is where I spun in qualifying 1. No such things happening, but yeah, I'm 2 tenths up. And now I'm using a lot of battery. Let's go, yeah! Great braking over here. Second, third gear. Yeah, we are gaining time over here. No wheel spill. We are purple again. Let's go, Jan. Wow, look at that. Half a second up, I knew. Look, if we were half a second up, obviously, 131 was possible. And over here, such a great lap time. Here is where I crashed before. Yes, just stay within the limits. But you can see we left a 10 again on the table here, and let's go, Jan, instead of pole position! Wow, fastest lap, Januksha, 132.474. That's it. So yes, this is exactly what we needed. What a fantastic lap time this was. So I'm so happy about it, because obviously you can see, I can become a world champion, and this is exactly what we need, right? So over here, once you start from pole position, we will see what will happen, obviously, with the weather, which once again shouldn't be blue skies, which would, I believe, definitely fit us more. But this is how the qualifying here for the Texas Grand Prix, the proper United States Grand Prix finished. Jan Lukša first for Scuderia Ferrari, almost 6 tenths up on second place. Max Verstappen for Red Bull, who's gonna win or second, and me not even finishing in a point, so that he keeps up his title hopes. Third, Lando Norris, McLaren, he has to win and hope that I again wouldn't get points. So you can see it's relatively straightforward if I manage to finish the race, given how well we developed the Ferrari car, how fast we are. It should be quite a straightforward fight. Fourth, Oscar Piastri for McLaren. Fifth, Sergio Perez, Red Bull. Sixth, Charles Leclerc, a bit behind, okay, almost a second behind over here. So, sadly, okay, as obviously, yeah, my angel Amy over here is calling, to congratulate us. Okay, we will let her know a little bit later on. It's great to see her, as obviously we chasing, the championships. Yeah, and then you can see 7, George Russell over there. Again, a bit of the pace. 8, Fernando Alonso for Aston Martin. 9 is then Lewis Hamilton, our future Ferrari teammate, and 10, Pierre Gasly over there. So who definitely, as you can see over here, for Gasly, that's a really good result to get into the top 10. So everybody over here, hope you enjoyed that superb qualifying lap time. I mean, this is exactly, what we needed over here. And yeah, I have to say that we could have gone quicker. That is for sure. For sure, we could have been quicker over here. But on the other hand, as you do know, it's also important, that you do not, push completely, because it's so easy to run wide of the track. And, if you do so, you can lose your track time for lap limits, which would then mean that you wouldn't have a pole position, and you wouldn't have the shiny golden Winning medal for the Smiling Sun champion! Oh yay! Yeah, I love receiving them. So this is absolutely amazing. You know, that's how you fight for the World Championship. Wow, look how beautiful it looks like. You are mine! Alright, everybody, let's enjoy it! Wow! Yes, absolutely. We are absolutely on fire over here. Let's go, Jan! Come on! You totally deserve it. You know, this is a proper, medal. Yeah, you know, it's funny that they always, give the tire, right? In a real life, I definitely would want the medals here for obviously the pole position. So I'm so happy about it, and we will see what happens in the race. So definitely stay tuned. I'm sure you wanna see me becoming world champion, right? And it won't be just the shiny golden Formula 1 Grand Prix winning trophy that we will obviously, over here, be lifting. So yeah, it will be very, very exciting. So definitely do stay tuned. Obviously the weather is for, the weather forecast is for the rain to arrive and possibly staying throughout the duration of the race, which obviously, we've done well, in the rain, especially this season. So we've definitely, improved. But again, I believe we are the fastest on the medium tires, right, where we have over a second advantage, like that was ever so evident in the sprint qualifying too. So hopefully that will be the case. If not, hey, we are leading the race, we can finish lowly 5th and still take the championship, so why not? It would be a good payback obviously for the 2017, where I was supposed to win the title here, and thanks to the mosquito that landed on my left hand, and then I made a correction in the penultimate turn, and just completely unsettled the downforce of the car. So just came crashing to the wall and out of the race. Yeah, it's kind of like exactly as it should be. So definitely do stay tuned. I'm very, very excited about it. Looking forward to it. And the Formula 1 Grand Prix, Formula 1 drivers championship trophy looks so beautiful. So everybody over here, thank you very much for your support. I hope you enjoyed this great run in the final third so far of the season, as we putting it on the pole positions after we just narrowly missed out in Italy. Again, this is the 4th pole position in a row, right? Calculating the sprints, 3rd Grand Prix pole position in a row. So it's looking great. We will see again what happens in the Grand Prix, but I'm definitely looking forward to it. But now we will enjoy our second ever pole position, Grand Prix pole position here at the Circuit of the Americas in Texas. Everybody, let's enjoy the wonderful final few again moments of this beautiful, glorious sunshine over here that Texas is offering, and let's celebrate! Let's go and race, and let's go win that 4th Formula 1 World Drivers title for Scuderia Ferrari. Jan, the Smiling Sun